Internet, my name's Sammy Fightmaster and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be talking about one of Netflix's newest movies, The Old Guard. Now this movie came out about a week ago and it got a lot of hype when it came out, but my week has been really busy, so I just now finally got the opportunity to sit down and watch it, and honestly, I liked it. I didn't think that I was going to like this movie because it's an action movie, and action movies are not my favorite thing in the world to watch, but it does have Charlize Theron in it, who is one of my favorite actresses, so I thought I have to give this movie a shot. And it was good. I definitely liked it better than some of the action movies that I've recently seen. So this movie is about Andy and her small group of mercenaries that spend their days using their unique skill set to help those in need. Now here's the kicker though. They all seem to have an inability to die. On their latest mission, they discover that someone is on to their secret and that person wants to expose their immortality powers and harness the power for maybe not the best reasons. At the same time, a new immortal soldier is discovered and she joins the group to help them fight this new threat who is seeking to replicate and monetize their powers. Now that's a really cool idea for a movie. Like, I gotta give it to them. That was a cool concept and I really enjoyed the concept and honestly enjoyed watching the movie. It did get very gross at parts because it's an action movie and we see a lot of blood, a lot of fighting, and a lot of ways to kill people. So that was not my favorite thing to see on the screen. But for the most part, I did enjoy watching the movie. However, I feel like the story felt a little limited at times and that it really lacked some depth in parts of the movie where it was really needed. It just felt like they had this plan for the movie where this group's going to be going on this mission to keep their secret, and it didn't feel like they left enough room to detour from that main mission enough to give us the insight that I feel like this movie needed. Like, this group of immortals is made up of 5 characters, and we don't get to spend enough time learning about the characters' past and how they came to be, and I think that the movie really needed that. Like, you get flashbacks here and there to kind of gauge how old the immortals are, and you get like some glimpses into like emotional pain and drama and all that, but it felt like they kind of just blew past it. Like, they open up this possibility to like dive in to this drama and this pain, and then they just blow right over it. And that I didn't think was executed well, because then I felt like I was left with more questions when they did that. Like, they didn't give me enough answers to my questions to really help me get thoroughly invested into the movie. Now, the character that we did really get to dive into was their newest recruit, who is a new immortal and doesn't really know what's going on at all, and she's trying really hard to figure out what is her new reality going to be when she was very comfortable with her old reality, and she kind of got ripped away from that. And we get to see how that's very conflicting for her, and we get to learn more about her than we do most of the other characters. But I would have enjoyed getting to know some of the other characters, specifically Andy, just a little bit more, because Andy's the leader of the group. Andy is played by Charlize Theron, so she's the main character, but I didn't feel like I learned enough about her in this movie. Now, all that being said, I think that the reason that most of that was, like the parts where they didn't go into it enough, I think that that is because at the end of this movie, they do set up a possibility for a second movie. And I think that a lot of the issues that I had with this movie could possibly get addressed in a second movie. And maybe that was their plan, was to leave you questioning enough so that you'll want to watch a second movie. That's probably what their plan was. But like, still, it made me enjoy this movie a little less. The acting was phenomenal. Like, that's no doubt. When Charlize Theron's going to be in a movie, there's no doubt that the acting's going to be good. And that was definitely the case here. All the actors were amazing and played their roles really well. I am going to give this movie 3.5 stars because, like I said, I really liked the concept. And honestly, the movie was well produced. Like, the acting was good, down to the editing was good. All of that was good. But I think that the story was lacking in too many details to make it like a great movie. Like, I feel like I still have way too many questions, and that frustrated me too much watching the movie to really think that it was awesome. Like I said, I think that they did that so that they could set up the second movie, but that made me enjoy the current movie less. So I don't think that that was an entirely smart decision. Maybe it was. I guess we'll see when a second movie comes out. Right now, I don't think that there is a second movie in production. But if you watch the end of this movie, it feels like there has to be more to the story. Like it's left open like that. And I think that they will eventually make a second movie. I'll suggest watching it just because like the acting's awesome. You're not going to be disappointed in that. And the concept of it is cool. There are just things about the movie that I would personally change. Overall, it was a good action movie. But it is an action movie. They're never going to be my favorite no matter who's in it. If you've seen The Old Guard, let me know what your thoughts are down below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new around here, welcome to my channel. And I would really love and appreciate it if you'd subscribe at the end of this video. And then after you subscribe, hit the bell off to the side to be notified when I post new videos. Well, that is all that I've got for you today, so I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.